what's going on? Welcome back to KD Acoustics, and yeah, my camera's trying to focus in on like three different things right now. It's trying to focus in on that behind me. It's trying to focus in on this thing back here, my freaking big old deer mount and everything. But yeah, anyways, guys, you can tell by today's title, it's gonna be like a little bit of a topic video. And before I go into anything, I just want to go on and talk about like stuff that I got going on, or stuff that's gonna be going on this year, especially related about this channel and everything like that. So like, stay tuned. But first, I want to get into what this video is going to be about. Obviously, you can tell by the title, it's going to be performing on stage and everything like that, and plus like tips to get over stage fright. But there's also going to be more to this. So yeah. Anyways, what I'm gonna plan on, or what I plan on doing, is pretty much making this kind of like a little, I don't know, podcast type deal, I guess. Not really a podcast, but like a video cast type deal. Where I just go in and I start talking about random stuff, especially whenever I'm not uploading music, because I feel like there's been a lot of gaps whenever I haven't been uploading music. But of course, then again, those are at the times when I had a job. Now, at the moment, I'm kind of still looking. But other than that, yeah, COVID really freaking sucks. And that's also something that I'm going to bring up in this video as well. I'm not going to talk about the damn virus like everybody else has, because, yeah, it's getting old and I'm sick and tired of everybody talking about it. But anyways, with that out of the way, I want to go on and get into my first little thing that I'm going on here, and this is about the what's coming up on this channel. You want to skip to the other topics and everything, I'll try to remember to leave a note up in the corner somewhere, right or left, it don't really matter. Anyways, so some big stuff that's going on this channel. Obviously new songs. I may be going and doing a name change as well. I haven't fully 100% made up my mind on it and everything, but I kind of want to make this like an outdoorsy channel too. I'm not saying that like all my videos are going to be outdoors, because obviously this is not always going to be about outdoors, especially when I'm sitting here doing this little thing, which I'll give it a name by the time this video surfaces, which will probably be tomorrow. Other than that, there are new songs that are coming, songs from last year also that I hadn't even gotten around to releasing, just because I guess I wasn't really comfortable of posting them. So yeah, those are getting ready to come up on the channel as well. And then there is an announcement that will be made later on. Not saying that I'm going to be leaving this channel, but I'm going to be doing stuff with a group, because I'm part of this group. But I'll go further into that whenever I'll make a video with my buddy on that one, explaining more of like what we're intending to do and everything like that. And that's weird. Every time I move, it like picks up on my TV back here. But yeah, anyways, other than that, that's really all I gotta say on those, other than this new little segment. And without me getting sidetracked anymore, let's jump into the actual freaking topic at hand. I'm trying to keep tabs on this music, because I feel like in a way I got it too loud, but I don't really know. I'm using a new microphone right now that I actually got for Christmas and everything, and so I'm not really sure on all the ranges and how loud this music will be, which there may be a re-recording doing of this right here. But yeah, anyways, moving on to the topic of this thing right here is pretty much performing on stage. Now, I've performed, let's see, I'd say at least in 10 different venues, more local than anything. I think there was like maybe 2 or 3 that were done out of state and all that. The biggest one being at a local venue that we have around here out on 4th Street. Yeah, 4th Street Live and everything. That was a like music competition and everything like that. But yeah, anyways, with performing on stage, man, there's like a huge ass freaking rush, and I thought it was just BS. And as far as that goes, you really figure out whenever you step out on there and you see that there's more than probably like 10 people, which I was actually kind of used to that a little bit, here and there, because besides bustling, like playing on stage was well, bustling wasn't a pet peeve, but performing on stage was a pet peeve. Bustling kind of helped with that, even though I wasn't really bustling because normally I won't play for money. Anybody who is freaking asking me to play at these places, I'm always like, no, you don't owe me anything. Really, if I look at it, I've only gotten paid to play 4 different times out of all the venues that I've played at and everything. So, it's really not about that. It's about, going out and sharing the music and everything. But no, anyways, like I was saying on the whole, like, bustling thing and all that, it's sharing the music. I really didn't get off topic, so yeah, that's my apologies. I don't even know where I'm going, man. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. And, I think I've done wore my brain out because I went and played music with a buddy earlier and everything. But nah, anyways, moving on with the performing on stage. Now, sometimes, some people, they can, like, sing whenever nobody's around. And I've known people like that because I've heard people who are damn good singers and stuff like that. And that had never really done, like, choir stuff. And then you'll be around them and you'll hear them whenever they're singing and everything. But then you put them in front of somebody and they lock up and everything. Now, a way to that also falls into tips for performing on stage or tips to get over stage fright and everything. But no, really, that's gonna happen. But normally after you can get out and get your first note or your first chord or your first vocal, you hit it. It's okay. Anyways, moving on. So, freaking going on to the tips on how to beat stage fright. These really aren't foolproof tips. There's really no honest way to get over stage fright and everything. And the adrenaline rush, going back to that little topic, is what turns people off to the whole fact of performing on stage and everything. Now, the biggest venue I performed in is 2,000 people. And I just want to go ahead and say before I give you these little tips and everything that the whole picture people in their underclothes idea or concept does not freaking work at all. As a matter of fact, it kind of made me a little horny. Disregarding that little piece right there, okay? Freaking, anyways, that don't work. Freaking, I was looking around, the first time. And I think the first performance that I done was in front of like maybe 300 plus people tops, okay? And it was a 4th of July thing, and I tried doing that, and it didn't work. But from the very first time that I actually performed on stage, because I performed on stage by myself, and this is going for by myself because, I played with my uncle before, and there was really nothing there. It was just like playing, with a group of people, and I didn't even notice anybody else out there. Of course, they were sitting outside of the barn, and we were like maybe like 2 yards inside of the damn thing, but it was a little barn party. Anyways, freaking, I came up with these tips probably about 3.5 years ago whenever I performed on stage for the first time. And they are as followed. Number one, you want to get yourself to breathe, okay? Like, whenever you're getting ready to go out on stage, especially when you got like 30 minutes, 10 minutes left, take in some deep breaths. I'm not saying sit there and freaking meditate and curl your hands up, like a freaking monk or anything, but no. For real, take a few breaths and give yourself a little bit of a pep talk, You don't want to go out on stage and absolutely bomb. And I've done that one time. And I'll explain that one later on. Okay? Tip number 2 is obviously just going to be, okay, just think of it as you are by yourself. Number one way to do this is whenever you're practicing your music, whether you're singing or, practicing your instrument and singing at the same time, da-da-da-da, kind of like get used to your chord progressions and where you are in the song. Know where your words are whenever you strum a certain chord or pick a certain note or whatever, okay? And close your eyes. It's as simple as that. I've done that many a times, especially because I'm more comfortable performing sitting down, I pull that BB King type shit. But, close your eyes, man. you'll hardly notice anybody's there. Or, and as another fact, if you're gonna perform standing up, pick a point and stare at it. It don't have to be necessarily at the people. You can be looking over the top of their heads and they wouldn't know the difference. Okay, everybody says that like performance is about the eye contact and the expression. Not necessarily. Of course, if you're playing a big venue and you're famous and somebody's up in the nosebleeds, unless you got a freaking big ass Tron in the middle of the freaking uh, whatever it is. I'm not even gonna try to say it. But anyways, unless you got one of those, ain't nobody gonna see your damn face. But then again, I don't see how certain people play venues packed with like 10,000 or freaking 20,000 or whatever, man. That'd be enough to make me say fuck that and kick ass out the door. Just kidding, but no. and but yeah, so yeah, just close your eyes, man, or pick a point and look at it. You'll never know. Anyways, moving on to number three. Well, you know, I can't even think of a number three. There's really no number three. Those number two are like really one of the only ones that I could think of to freaking help get over the whole stage fright thing. It may seem a little brief, and it may seem, like, oh yeah, it don't seem like that's gonna help, but trust me, it helps because the only other help I've gotten is what could be number three, and that's picture everybody in their underclothes. But if that works for you, go for it. All right, so I guess we'll go ahead and make that number three. Look at everybody like they're in their underclothes, or don't look at them like they're in their underclothes. Just picture. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, and this damn thing is playing advertisements. Now, go into the whole time about me bombing on stage and everything like that. that was that was a fun one. Let me just tell you, freaking yeah. I done some shit and everything. Of course, probably the last thing you want to do about an hour before having to go up and perform and everything. But anyways, I'd done a little bit of some shit, and I went to get up on stage and perform. Of course, I was sitting there in the there's not even like a backstage. Okay, this was an outside venue. It was local people who were performing for everybody and everything. Non-profit, which, like I said, I don't really care about playing for money. But yeah, nah. Anyways, like I said, done some shit, and yeah, I got up on stage and I played the first song okay. I played the second song. I got through that, and then the rest of my playlist, I started bombing. I would like mix a second verse and make it a first verse, and then I would end up like half doing a song because I would keep forgetting and everything, and it was terrible. Let me just say that that's something you don't want to do is get somewhat intoxicated before getting up on stage, and that would be a do and a don't, okay? Because yeah, that's just going to contribute to your stage fright 10 times as much. Other than that, moving forward, I hope you took those little bit of tips and everything, and they was able to help you, or you can apply them, and hopefully that they will help you. I know, like I said a minute ago, they were brief as shit and everything, but I'm starting back out at this. I haven't made a video of this type of standard or this type of setting and shit ever since this was a freaking dipping channel where I made videos about this shit right here or whatever. I don't even know. Freaking yeah, which that won't be happening again on this channel. If you're an existing subscriber and you watched this far, just a heads up. Please don't think that's gonna happen again. But anyways, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and everything. And if you're new and you're just joining this channel, you want to know what it's all about, go and check out, my other videos, ones like this and other ones not like this, and then the rest of them are music. Feel free to do as you please, and if you like it, hit that red subscribe button for more videos, and if you like videos like this, hit that subscribe button because there will be more coming up. I can't give you an exact time and everything, but yeah. And then also follow me down below, or follow my Instagram, that will be down below. and everything. I'm like, I really should probably be getting ready to go to bed right now and everything. But yeah. Anyways, before I go, I just want to well, guys, that's it for me. I'll see you guys in the next video. I hope you all had an excellent new year, and yeah, that's